Hey, what's up, world? This is the Catalyst crew, Joe, Andy, Zach, and Chris, and we're gonna try something a little new today. We're gonna talk about media, film, culture, and ultimately, like what we take away from that and back to our communities. So today we're talking about The Greatest Showman.
No, not just The Greatest Showman. The greatest film ever made. So the takeaways from this?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So I watched this. You made me watch this. You watched
Yeah.
this for the second time in one day and was
Yeah.
like, "You've got to come see this."
Absolutely.
And so we went.
Yeah.
And you danced and you sang the entire movie in
I
a way
did.
I've never seen you
I did. I did.
dance or sing.
It healed some childhood wounds. Absolutely. Yes.
And so something in this movie inspired us, and we were just trying to think as a community, what is the one thing we take from this movie back to our communities? How does it shape us as leaders or I don't know, whoever we are.
Yeah. Hope.
So,
Hope.
And
And
hope.
it's hope specifically in, for me, someone that's wrestled with the traditional church and fitting in and wondering, are we doing this right? Is there another way? How do we do this? How did Jesus do it? It's hope that you can take a bunch of people that are broken, that are misfits, and that you can create something beautiful out of it. And I know that's kind of cliche in a lot of ways, and that's what a lot of churches try to do, but very, very few actually accomplish it. So when I look at this movie, I see a church reimagined. I see the next expression of church in our culture, and I want to be at the center of bringing that about. I love it for that. I love it for the story. I don't care that the story isn't accurate when it comes to P.T. Barnum.
What?
I'm sure he beat the bearded lady or through the
I think the bearded lady would beat him.
Whatever. I don't know what he did, and I'm sure it's romanticized in this movie. But we look at it through the redeeming eyes of what the circus could have been when it started. How had someone been truly nurturing and caring with that little look. I mean, he really was an imperfect Jesus-like figure in this movie. And when I see this, I see hope. I see hope for what the church could be and maybe is becoming in our culture.
Yeah, he wasn't scared to put himself out there and try something new. I mean, what I loved, he found those who were marginalized, those who were outside of the normal sphere, and reached out to them and created a family, a place of hope and healing for them, where they felt like they were welcome for the first time, probably.
Yes.
And so this movie, like, set in the 1800s, but still very, very true today. And a lot of times I feel like the bearded lady, like, I'm just trying to find out where I fit in.
Absolutely. So Chris, as an innovator, right? You're bringing something to life like PT is. Did that resonate with you, or did you take something totally different away from it?
Oh yeah, there's so much that this movie actually spoke into me. Is a lot about chasing after your dreams and about even though you're up against the odds, everything is against you. You feel the weight of the world on you. Okay, how are you going to push through, and how are you going to just see it through anyway? And you said bearded lady. I'm going with General Tom Thumb as my connective part, because he's a shorter guy, and so there's a feeling of small and insignificance there that he was probably feeling, and so that's like, where's my place in this world? I feel small and insignificant to a lot of like the greater things. Like, I'm over here trying to start my own production studio, shooting videos and all that, and I'm up against, okay, but I look at all this huge quality, all these movies and everything, like, how do I get my voice heard? How do I have my voice heard in this world where everything else is, so much bigger? I think that speaks a lot into what you were talking about too. There's space for people. There's place for you. You just gotta show them that, have someone come alongside you, give you ideas, inspire you.
Yeah, tell you can do it. And there's some beautiful moments in the movie where PT is speaking courage in the face of fear, right? To those in the circus, and
Exactly.
it's a road that he had to walk down himself in even bringing this to life. And I think it's such a beautiful picture of what community, authentic, real community, can be when we invest in one another.
Yeah, and I love that because, like, at the end of the movie, when, like, everything has been burnt away, the community actually comes back and teaches him the very thing he'd been teaching them, and welcome him with open arms, even when it looks like he might not deserve it. I mean, leaders are still people, and so, I mean, it resonated with me.
Yeah. Yeah. Andy,
Andy.
drop some wisdom on us. Where's the bomb here?
Cue the dance number.
No, I think my favorite part of it was when the critic describes like the circus as a celebration of humanity, and I think like I take that a lot because the circus is like this celebration of individuality throughout all of these people. It's recognizing that like they're all so different, especially from like the norm and like what's going on in this time period. And so the fact that he describes that as like a celebration of humanity was something that I really like took to heart and really liked.
Yeah.
And it shows that there's many different pieces. Everyone comes in different shapes and sizes, and all those pieces fit together in that giant puzzle to tell that bigger story.
Yeah. And it's got to be perfect timing. After 2017, you know, the celebration of humanity all got lost. Anything that's on the media, the news, is a celebration of division, of where we stand politically and where we stand on social issues and this and that, and the world's crumbling and falling. And so to have this movie released at this time, I think was just so refreshing.
Yeah, 2018 is a new start.
Yeah,
so we can take that hope back to our communities and do things differently.
Yeah,
create space for people and start a family.
Yeah, we're all joining the circus, I suppose.
Dude,
I'm running now. I'm running to it
Get
now.
Catalyst.
We're